Harmful discharges do continue into the St. Lucie estuary this evening. This as the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers continues to try to lower the levels at Lake Okeechobee. Tonight, the real issue is where is the state in terms of building this new reservoir to cut down on these releases?
News Channel 5's Alex Hagan live in Clewiston tonight, where the process is just beginning. Alex.
Well, Jay Shannon, the South Florida Water Management District conducting this meeting here at the John Boy Auditorium here in Clewiston. And as you said, this is the beginning of that process. What they're doing is they're seeking public input, trying to come up with a plan, a model of that reservoir to show the federal government to secure funding for that reservoir. And I'm told it's very important, as we all know, to include the folks here in Clewiston and south of Lake Okeechobee. As the water flows through,
fearful of the amount of nutrients in our water.
Mike Connor can only think of two things: the damage this water is causing,
concerned about our fishing economy, our tourism economy, water sports.
And when can the state move forward with that reservoir south of the lake?
It's a must now, and we are pushing for as much land as possible.
Senate Bill 10 passed earlier this year calls for a 60,000-acre reservoir with the ability to store up to 12,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. As for progress made,
state legislature presented the district with strict deadlines, and so far we're meeting all of them.
The challenge, according to Randy Smith with the South Florida Water Management District, is funding. The legislation called on the state and federal government to split the cost. That brings us to our meeting in Clewiston tonight, as district leaders come up with a model and a plan to show the feds and hope for approval.
Ultimately, in front of Congress to provide half of the funding for the reservoir project.
Here in Clewiston, it took a compromise to get this legislation to go through. The hope here is the district would not need any more land for that reservoir. Now, if that were the case,
the state would have to work through willing sellers to acquire land.
Back at the St. Lucie locks, right, Connor just wants to see something done.
You have to have a project. It's law. We have a law. We're encouraged.
Now, this is the first of two meetings on this legislation, this reservoir. The next one going to be held Thursday morning in West Palm Beach. Reporting live in Clewiston, Alex Hagan, WPTV News Channel 5.